works very hard at his job, and I would say handles the responsibility that comes with it as well as you could. He's got great poise and great demeanor, and I think everybody feels very confident when he goes out on the field, which is that's a great feeling, and it's something that you have to earn. That's not something that's given to you, or you just pick up along the way. You have to go out there and earn it, and he's certainly done that.
Just a follow-up question on Damir Bird. He didn't get a ton of opportunities early in his career, and he's having a pretty productive season this year. Has he exceeded expectations for you guys at all this season?
Right. Well, whatever players we have on a roster, we try to teach them the system, give them an opportunity, and then whatever they earn, then that's what they earn. So if they earn more playing time or more opportunities, then that's what they get. So our expectations for every player are to come in, work hard, and help the team. And certainly Damir's done that. All the rest of it really has been what he's earned on his own. Nobody's given him anything. He's come in there and competed for playing time, and has put some pretty solid production. Achieved that solid production with his playing time, so that's really a credit to him.
Thank you.
Sure.
Next question, Ben Volen, followed by Dan Roach.
Good morning, Bill. I've got two quick ones for you. Two quick ones today. First is Donte Moncrief. Just what have you seen from him that has warranted him getting playing time the last few weeks, and especially at kickoff return? I think he said he hadn't done it in a while, and he goes out there and breaks one for 50 yards. So just what have you seen out of Moncrief?
Yeah, Dante's had a real good attitude since he got here. Tried to has had to learn some different things offensively, both terminology and some route concepts and so forth. But he's done a good job of that. He's shown us good running skills and good athleticism. So those are quality, and good hands. And so those are good qualities for a kickoff returner. He's got good size and speed, and toughness, and runs hard. So we thought we'd give him a look back there, and he did a nice job. He ran through him an arm tackle, and showed good ability to get up to the second level, and ran past the kicker, and had a big return for us. So he's shown those things in practice, but not in many live opportunities, but those carried over into the game, and so that's a good thing. So he'll hopefully continue to gain confidence in that role. But he's embraced it, and he certainly helped our team last week with it.
Also wanted to ask you real quick about the upcoming trip to LA. I know the NFL recently put out stricter rules on how many players can travel. Is the NFL allowing you guys to bring the full practice squad? How's that going?
Yeah, I mean, we can certainly bring enough people to take care of our responsibilities and needs. We'll try to do what's best in terms of again what the individual situation is with the player, and what what we would be doing out there. Being out there on a shorter week is a little bit different than being out there on a full week. So we'll put all that together, and again, I think it'll be a little different on a shorter week than what it would be on a full week, but we're still kind of working through that.
All right, that's all I got. Thanks.
All right, you got it. Thanks, man.
Next question, Dan Roach, followed by Mark Daniels.
Morning, Bill.
Hey, Dan.
Obviously, over the course of being here with the Patriots, anytime you see a quarterback go on the injury or practice report with anything, there's concern, maybe a core. Any concern for Cam this week when it comes to getting ready?
Yeah, we'll update it as we go through the week here, and depend on how it goes. If there's an adjustment we need to make, we'll make it.
Just a thought on, you've had tremendous success over your career in finding kickers. You've only had a few. What is it maybe that you look for in kickers that you like about? Is it strictly a numbers thing, or what are some of the characteristics you like about your kicker?
Yeah, well, it's again, there's a lot goes into every player and every position, and each of us are different. Each kicker has a different uh, makeup, experience level, uh, some type of technique variation, and so forth. So, in the end, you just need somebody that can perform the tasks that they're asked to perform, and sometimes those are a little bit different from one team to another and one situation to another. For example, now with Jake, we have another player who can kick off. That's hasn't always been the case. So depending on what the circumstances are, it sometimes can alter a little bit what you need. But ultimately, the most important thing is to put the ball through the uprights. So I mean, without that, there are no kickoffs, and that's really about consistency and striking the ball. And Nick's done a good job of that for us.
Next question, Mark Daniels, followed by Megan O'Brien.
Hey, good morning, Bill. With Damian Harris, was there anything you saw from him in practice last year that would suggest he would be as efficient as he has been? Or with a player like that, is it sort of a wait and see till, you sort of throw him in the fire?
No, I think there are a lot of things to like about Damien coming out of college last year in training camp, and and the opportunities he had in practice last year on a scout team, and and some other drills. I mean, I think we would all have loved to played him, but based on the depth and health and experience of our backs last year, just that opportunity didn't really present itself, and I don't think he had the opportunity to show necessarily that he was better than those players, which again was a pretty good group. So this year, his second year, he got a lot more opportunity, and also due to some other circumstances, he was able to. I'd say the competition was thinned out a little bit from time to time, with Brandon, and then Sony, and Rex, and James's personal situation. Things happened that just gave more opportunity for the backs that were available, and that was him. Other than the first, whatever it was, 3 games.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Next question, Megan O'Brien, followed by Andrew Callahan.
Hey, Bill, what's it been like for you to watch both of your sons grow and develop as coaches this season?
It's great to be able to work with Brian and Steven every day. Just to come in and use their input and experience and all that. They have so much experience in our system that they have a lot of value and perspective that not everybody else has. But we have a good staff. I mean, I really enjoy all the coaches on the defensive staff, and he's done a good job for us. And of course, DeMarcus and Gerard and Mike, are great. They all do a great job of bringing new ideas and game planning, developing the younger players, and just molding a consistency within their group. So, collectively, it's they work well together. I enjoy working with them, and but yeah, of course, it's good to see your sons on a regular basis. I wasn't always able to do that, when they were in school, and whether it be high school, college, or whatever. And now that's an opportunity that I really cherish.
2 final questions, Andrew Callahan and Evan Lazar.
Bill, I'm wondering, going back to March, what you saw from Adrian Phillips as a free agent when you signed him, in terms of what you saw him as a player and perhaps fitting in here, and how his production has either confirmed that, or what things might have been different this season that you didn't expect.
Yeah, well, I think Adrian showed in San Diego that he was a valuable player for the team. Did a really good job for the Chargers, as he has for us on defense and in the kicking game. Adrian showed a lot of value as a special teams player, as well as in multiple defensive roles that he played out there, and he's been able to do that for us here. So, anytime you put him into a different system, you never know exactly how that's going to work out. But Adrian's a smart player. He's very instinctive, and he works extremely hard at football. Football is important to him, and he's got a good football background. From his playing career in Texas and with the Chargers, again, you can see him do multiple things on the field, and do them well. And then the more you're around him personally, I'd say the more you like him. He's into football. He works hard, communicates well. He understands different responsibilities, both as a safety and at times when he's in the box, and those responsibilities closer to the line of scrimmage, and he does a good job of tying all that together. He tackles well, and as I said, the roles that he's filled for us in the kicking game have been important too. So he's just a good football player that's helped us in a lot of different ways.
Would you say it's fair to say that, given Patrick Chung's opt-out, you were fortunate to have a player, who obviously profiled similarly coming into this season, but has nonetheless been able to kind of fill his role to a degree at that position and be productive?
Yeah, I mean, he's certainly been productive for us. I don't know that it's exactly Chung's role. There are some things he does that Pat did. But, again, each year's different. Each game's a little different. It's not like we do the same thing all the time, and then, you just plug somebody in there when somebody else goes out. There's an element of specifics that go with each game and each game plan. So, but the good thing about Adrian is he's very adaptable. He is versatile, and he can turn the page from one game to the next, and how he has to alter his playing style or read progression, or even sometimes the responsibility of how we handle a particular problem. And again, his experience and instinctiveness really help him in that role.
And last question is Evan Lazar.
Hey, Coach. We were talking to Kyle Duggar last week, and he just said, playing closer to the line of scrimmage was a little bit of a new role for him compared to what he was doing in college. And I was just curious, maybe it was down at the Senior Bowl, when you kind of got an inkling that he would be so good, closer to the line of scrimmage, and how you've seen him grow in that role.
Right. Well, I agree with what he said about in college. He played primarily free safety in the deep part of the field. But the Senior Bowl, they did use him in. I think their safeties are pretty much interchangeable. They might have played right and left. I can't remember, but you saw him in both positions down there. So, I'd say Kyle's the type player that just gets better every day. It doesn't matter whether it's kickoff coverage, kickoff return, third down, play action. The more he sees it, the quicker he processes it, the quicker he reacts, and the more consistent he becomes. So there's some things he hasn't seen before that are maybe a little new for him. But once he's seen it and identified it, and you explain it to him, he picks it up very quickly. So I think physically he has a good skill set to play close to the line or in the deep part of the field, zone and man coverage, blitz, playing the kicking game. So he has a lot of things that you like at that position, and he's a smart, hardworking kid that will enable him to try to maximize all the skills that he has.
Thank you, Coach. Thanks, everyone, for joining us on a Thursday.
changing the way we run. With contactless ordering, drive-thrus, curbside pickup, and delivery. So you can still get your favorites, and the only thing you have to touch is your phone. Order on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'.
In New England, we are resilient. It takes hard work to earn respect. Sometimes it takes decades. And it always takes someone being on your side.
For over 60 years, this team has transformed itself into a championship organization. For over 160 years, our team has demonstrated a similar mentality. There are no days off. Our front lines are fortified by people who sacrifice individuality for the team. Our shelves are also stocked with the best quality products and ingredients. Our team members know their roles. We're proud to do our jobs. Shaw's, the official supermarket of the 6-time champion New England Patriots.
My Caleb sofa and love seat. With Bob's discount, you get both pieces for just $7.99.
$7.99? Are you joking?
Do I look like I'm joking?
Yes, you look like you're joking.
I'm serious.
Cool.
Get Bob's discount!
We're changing the way we run. With contactless ordering, drive-thrus, curbside pickup, and delivery. So you can still get your favorites, and the only thing you have to touch is your phone. Order on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'.
In New England, we are resilient. It takes hard work to earn respect. Sometimes it takes decades.